Hello, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week, get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock, including news markets have a sense of turning points in both Europe and China. Turning down, that is. Overnight, gold has turned sharply higher, reaching $1,380 an ounce after the US dollar fell and markets absorbed the last Fed statement. That's a $45 an ounce rise, or 3.5% jump on the day. The equity markets also took a breather. On the ground, the number of Americans filing new claims for jobless benefits fell last week, and factory activity in the Mid-Atlantic region accelerated in June, more evidence the US economy was strengthening. Argentina said this morning that it isn't going to New York to negotiate with holdout bondholders, casting doubt on whether it will seek a deal to stave off a debt default. On the other hand, the holdouts said they would negotiate. In Europe, the IMF has warned that the economic recovery is not strong enough there, and the ECB should be planning quantitative easing. In a move that should have implications here, the Australian government announced it will explicitly ban commissions for the sale of financial products and give itself new powers to dismantle incentives it decides are against consumers' interests, at the same time as removing much of the bureaucratic protection framework built up over many years. In the end, these changes will probably make it easier for banks to push financial products onto their customers in Australia. Yesterday, Rio Tinto again cut the price of its iron ore as sales into China slump, and this was not the first discounting. It followed other iron ore miners. The extent of the slowdown in China may be more than authorities realise, as the effect spreads out from the core steel industry, driven by their housing slowdown. Back in the US, yields on benchmark US Treasury 10-year bonds fell today and now at 2.60% this morning. The price of both US and Brent oil continues its steady rise, with the Brent price pushing up through $114 a barrel for the first time in 2014. The lower American prices give them a distinct economic advantage. We start today with the New Zealand dollar holding on to yesterday's rises. We're still at 87.1 US cents, 92.7 Aussie cents, and the TWI is at 81.0. I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.